that Akrapovic exhaust for you, baby. That's what it feels like with all the gears. Oh man. What's up, guys? This is Hieroglyphics. Welcome to another video. Welcome to the channel. Today's video, I'm going to be overviewing the installation process of the Akrapovic exhaust. So if you're thinking about buying this exhaust and you want to know how to install it, or you're thinking about how difficult it is to install, watch this video. I'm going to make it very clear and concise. This exhaust sounds awesome. So once the bike is fully warmed up, you hear the pops on every upshift and every downshift. It's really unique. It's probably the most unique 3-cylinder I've ever heard. Sure, the Triumph Street Triple sounds nice, it's a cool bike, but I mean, the tone on this motor in combination with this exhaust is awesome. So the first thing you have to do is remove the bottom bracket bolt for the radiator, which is on top of the second header bolt. So this is the first one. The second one was here, and the bolt that you have to remove is right up there. You can't really see it, but you're gonna have to use a 1/4-inch ratchet extension, a little swivel head, and then the 10mm. After you remove that, you're gonna want to loosen the oxygen sensor, which is gonna be mounted on this side on the stock exhaust. So there it is. You're gonna want to loosen that. Afterwards, you're gonna want to loosen every header nut with a size 12 and a 3/8-inch ratchet. So for some of them, you're gonna need to use an extension with the ratchet. For some on this side, you could just use the ratchet itself without the extension. So then you're gonna want to loosen the bolt from the brackets on the stock exhaust that are right here, and on the other side, it's located right under here. So for the next step, you're gonna want to unplug the oxygen sensor, which is actually behind this cover right here. So you have 2 Allen bolts that you have to take off, and then I don't know why Yamaha did this, but they put 2 plastic screws that slowly back out as you twist them. And honestly, you can't put any pressure on them, because if not, they won't come out. And I actually ended up stripping them because they're super fragile. I mean, it's plastic. Like, I don't know why Yamaha didn't just put those little push pins that you pop in the middle and then they just come out. So whatever, it is what it is. I actually couldn't get these off, so I ended up just taking off the 2 Allen bolts, push this plastic cover forward as much as I could, and then unplug the oxygen sensor, which is right in here. As you can see, the oxygen sensor is right there behind that cover. Right here, you're you're gonna want to push that pin toward the actual sensor, which is under this little plastic piece right there. Push it toward the oxygen sensor and then pull the cable down. So then afterwards, you're gonna want to mount this bracket right here just to have it ready. Once you start mounting the exhaust, you have the bracket ready to just mount everything in place. Loosen these up and install the bracket, and you should be good. So they give you 4 bolts to replace the stock ones that go right here. They're actually all different lengths. So you're gonna have a 60mm bolt that's gonna go right here, a 45mm bolt that's gonna go right there. On the other side, you're gonna want to put the 40mm bolt right here, and then the 55mm bolt on this one. I replaced them. Some people probably want to keep them stock, but I just changed them over just to have them the same on both sides. So for this next part, you're gonna want to mount the headers onto the actual exhaust port. So make your life easy and separate these 3 pieces and do it one by one. It's gonna make your life a lot easier because this is all gonna be moving around. So just mount the bolts on, don't tighten it all the way. Then do the second one, slide this piece in, and then do the third one and slide the piece in, and then make sure you mount all the bolts, don't tighten them all the way, and then squeeze them all together. Make sure this is sealed properly. Then afterwards, you're gonna want to come and mount the mid pipe onto the 3 pieces. When you're doing this part, make sure you grab it from here and push them together to make sure they slide all the way through. In total, you're gonna have 4 washers. There's 3 of them that are the same size, and there's 1 that's a bit smaller. So the 2 that are the same size, put them right here, 1 in the front, 1 in the back, and just don't tighten it all the way. Have it there. That way nothing's moving around. Then you're gonna want to come over here and mount the can onto the mid pipe and just slide the carbon piece over the can. Put that bolt in between. So for those other 2 washers, you're gonna want to use the other big one here in the front and then put the small one in the back with that bolt. Then you're gonna want to come and put the springs on. There's 1 here and then 2 on the other side, and then there's 1 here and then 1 on the bottom. So you're gonna want to use something like a spring puller to grab it and pull it back and hook it onto here, or anything really that has like a hook that you could just use it to pull the spring itself, because they are hard and you're not gonna be able to do it by hand. After you get all the header bolts tightened, you're gonna want to start tightening the bolt right here, as well as this bolt right here, and then make sure this is tightened as well. So that should be it, and you have everything installed and in place. And the last thing that you're gonna want to do, so the stock oxygen sensor is actually way too short for where the new one mounts, which is right here. So they actually give you an adapter to extend it. So you're gonna want to come back in here like I showed you guys earlier and plug in the extension, and then the stock one is actually going to connect to the extended part, and then I'll show you where you're going to run it by. So you're actually going to run that oxygen sensor through here, around the light, behind the frame right here. You're going to want to go and put it behind this bracket, bring it down here. This is where you connect it, and then you're going to go ahead and pull out this drain hose for the gas tank, and you're going to want to just slide the cable behind these little clips right here, and then just pop the little drain hose back in. You're going to want to bring it down through here behind the shifter, and then tighten it down onto the exhaust, and then you'll be good to go. And before you guys forget, don't forget to mount that radiator bolt on the bottom. That thing's gonna be a hassle to mount back on. So the way I did it was I put it on the edge of this, mounted it and put it right on the hole, carefully took out the wrench, squeezed my hand through here and just hand tightened it as best as I could. Then I was able to put this back in and tighten it completely. So this is gonna help you out a lot. Without this, you're gonna struggle. Like I said, I didn't really have a 10mm wrench to use. Maybe that is able to fit through here, a long 10mm wrench. So you guys could try that out, but if not, you'll definitely be able to do it with this. Just be patient and you'll get it done. I hope this video was able to help you guys out on installing your new Akrapovic exhaust. It really sounds amazing. It's really not too hard of a process. Just take your time, make sure you follow every step and do it as the manual says, and just refer back to this video so you guys don't get lost. It's really simple. Just take your time and have patience. So it sounds really good. Have it in gear. I hope you guys found the video helpful. It really isn't that hard. Just have patience and you'll be able to get it done. Oh, the last thing I forgot to mention, make sure you wipe the exhaust down completely when you're done installing it. Use WD-40 or alcohol and wipe it down with a cloth to take off all the grease from it, because once it starts breaking in and heating up, all that's gonna get stained on it. So yeah guys, good luck. Get the exhaust, sounds amazing. It's actually the only one out right now. I actually saw a video of the Yoshimura exhaust and it sounds nice. It's actually underslung, it's not like side mounted like this one. It is pretty nice, so if that's your style, go with that. This exhaust will probably give you more top end, and the Yoshimura will probably give you some more low end power. So whatever you want to go for, aesthetics, performance, it's on you. I'll do a little highway pull for you guys, just so you can hear it one more time. Alright, yo, have a good one. I'm out.